is a special day for veterans in the area. It's the Flag City Honor Flight, and veterans got up early this morning to fly out of Toledo Express. Dan Cummins introduces us to two veterans who tell us what this trip means to them.
One of my places I really enjoy going to is the wall. That's my generation, and it's so impactful. So many names on this wall. That is what is so striking about the wall. All the names on here, every one of their human beings, Americans who were killed in Vietnam. Now, I'm glad I've got Eddie Weaver and Bob Weaver. You're from Temperance or Monroe?
I'm Monroe.
And you're Temperance.
I'm Temperance.
Right.
So you guys came together. That you probably needed to do that, to come together to see guys of your generation on the wall here, but also you brought your other brother along.
Correct.
That is so cool. What was his name?
Jerry Weaver.
And he was in the Navy. You were in the Seabees.
Yes, and he was aboard the USS Intrepid, and it's part of New York, right now. So, and he passed away in 2018. And so it was in.
How cool is it, even though he's here in spirit and partial? How does it feel, guys, to be here today and just be at the wall and be in Flag City Honor Flight?
It's just amazing.
It is amazing.
It's my bucket list for quite some time, and it's more than I ever imagined.
Remember when you came home in uniform and like how rough that was, and the nation was not real sympathetic to Vietnam veterans.
No.
And can you believe how things have changed now, and like this experience today, all these people welcoming you, thanking you for your service?
Yes, it's great. It's about time they got the recognition that that we deserved. So, and it's just great. Yeah.
Bob, what were you hoping to see today?
Just everything. There was a guy that I was in school with. His name was Chris Chesney. And I don't remember if he was killed in Vietnam or not, but I was hoping to look it up. And our tour guide, tried to look it up, and he couldn't come up with a name. So that, but he was just an acquaintance from grade school.
Is this going like you hoped?
Much better. Yeah, I definitely wanted to see the wall and the Women's Memorial, because during Vietnam they didn't get the credit that they deserved. They were up in Dong Ho, Quang Tri, where the action was, and they held their ground. It's time they got the recognition.
Guys, thanks so much. And I know this won't be the first time you've heard this today. It won't be the last, but thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I say one more thing?
Yeah.
I just want to go to the Korean Memorial, because my uncle that I was named after was killed in the Korean War, and he was 12 days shy of being 20 years old.
All right, coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to take you to the Korean War Memorial. More of our Flag City Honor Flight coverage today. Reporting in Washington, D.C., I'm Dan Cummins.